You can't go through any traumatic event and not be changed. It's going to happen, and it's how you respond to it. Growing up, I had good parents, loved me, took care of me. Grew up in the church, Christian home. Loved sports, loved hiking, fishing, everything a young man enjoys doing. After high school, I went to college for a little bit and did very well at drinking, hanging out with friends. My main focus was women and parties, not school at all. So after college didn't work out, I moved back home and I was living with my parents and decided I'd become a Marine. I did very well as a Marine. I was a platoon honorman. I did well in all my schools. I was the top of all my classes. And then at the last school I attended, there was an unfortunate incident where I killed my friend. We had a remedial field day, so we had to re-clean our room, and in the process of re-cleaning our room, we had broken a broom sweeping the floor. And after our room had been cleaned, we were waiting outside to be re-inspected. We found ourselves quite bored, so we started playing baseball with rocks and the broken broom handle. And it was a freak accident. I was swinging the broom handle, and when I swung the broom, the handle of the broom swung sideways through the air, and the broken portion with its jagged edge punched my friend through the jugular. Being scared, he pulled it out, and when he pulled it out, he bled out. It was the worst thing I've ever felt in my life. When any traumatic event happens, a common question is, why me? Why? Eventually, I drank myself away from my family. My girlfriend made the right choice and removed me from my kids. From there, I moved home with my parents. When I got home, I got a job, and I was drinking myself out of work. My boss, who's a veteran, luckily knew Steve from Warriors Set Free. After I had not shown up to work for a week, he said, "Hey, come in and just meet with this guy. That's all I want you to do. You don't have to work, you don't have to do anything. Just do this for me." I went in and I met with Steve, and it was awesome. We had a great talk. I took him to my car because I always had my buddy, as I called him. The whiskey bottle would ride in the front seat in a cooler, and I took it out of my car and I gave it to him. I said, "I don't want to drink anymore." And it did not take long. The enemy works overtime when you start making ground back for God. I wound up at a bar, hours of drinking, and I decided to go home, and I fell asleep at the wheel. I went off the road and hit a boulder, sent my car through the air, end over end. I broke 5 vertebrae in my back, my left shoulder, my left wrist, some ribs, and I crawled out the top of the car, just laid in a bush until my parents came. I ended up spending a week in the hospital, and throughout that time, Steve came to see me still, met my family, and then I think within the week of getting out of the hospital, I came to Warriors Set Free and did a freedom appointment, and it was life-changing. After my freedom appointment, I had been invited to go to the Hero's Return. Being up there and the journey that you go through, there's nothing like it. The time that you're able to take out for yourself and walk that journey and find your path again. And being able to experience that together with guys that are also hurting, I mean, it's there. It's free. It's waiting for you. You just have to accept it. But that doesn't mean it's not going to take work. It's still a work in progress. No one waves a magic wand and you're just better. It's a lot of work at the beginning, but it's continued work. Happy. More than I've ever been. I'm in tune with the Word and growing. A gracious and growing believer in Jesus Christ. I got a lot more to learn. I got a lot more work to do, but I'm here and I'm ready to do it.